Hello everyone and welcome into another YouTube channel. My name is Yasser Elite. I'm a Twitch streamer and I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday and Friday and during the weekend 3 p.m. Central Time. In today's videos we have some battles from the Wholesome stream, where you can find him at twitch.tv/wholesome_, no W, just H. And in today's video I think he's flexing his new Pokemon for the next Ultra League rotation. And we can see that he got a decent Drapion and Shadow, as you guys can see, where he get most of the Shadow Pokemons from balloons because he doesn't go outside and grind. If you guys don't know him, his ultimate team, the Shadow Machamp, Shadow Snorlax, both the Shadow were from balloon. Do your balloons, guys. You might get a decent IV. And in this video, we're featuring a very old core, Swampert Skarmory. This code has been like a main code since season 1 and he got a decent lead, and this code actually became much better now this season after the nerf to WALREIN. This code was bad last season because of WALREIN, and WALREIN destroyed the entire team, but there is no WALREIN this season. Meanwhile, sorry Poke AK, it's a bad Pokemon, it doesn't do anything. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. So that's actually the ultimate, like the best way to play Safe Swap in Sableye. Like Sableye is the best safe swap in the game, and the best way to beat it is by chipping it and then swapping to your own Sableye. He insta-threw. Why? Because he doesn't want to let the CMP decide the game, and now his opponent will be forced to either shield or go down shield and still getting farmed down, or just let it go. Opponent has a Fairy Wind. Wow, why people run Fairy Wind? What does it do? What does it do with Fairy Wind? It loses to the Steel, and the only thing it used to be good at is beating Steel. So now you beat nothing, I guess? Okay, this is a juicy mod shutdown. So let's see what's he gonna do. He went actually Skarmory because Skarmory completely walled this, and the opponent swapped into Trevenant. This game is basically GG. There is no way this opponent can recover from this. Yes, Trevenant doesn't get walled by Skarmory, but Trevenant loses to Skarmory. And he just pretty much can just double shield here. Good timing. Yo, perfect timing. What's up, Memi? And I'm recording these battles live on my stream, twitch.tv/YasserElite. Good timing again. The game is pretty much GG. Like that Mawile, I don't know what opponent is ranked to get with a Fairy Wind Mawile lead. Like Altaria, why Mawile? Interesting team. We're not here to judge. We're here to showcase the Skarmory Swampert matchup, and that was a good game. He can just blindly go to Skarmory and Swampert, sorry, catch this move for no reason, but he's playing ideally and so he's playing ideally. Like even if you're winning, some people always try to play perfectly, so they keep playing, they keep playing perfectly by habit, not by thinking. So you just farming down and win with 1 HP, so you can flex on your opponent. Moving into the next battle, that pair-off did some damage. It did lots of damage. This is a core breaker to the team, but the Drifblim doesn't have any defense, and it pretty much died to 2 Hydro Cannons. And let's see how he's gonna throw. Is he gonna throw on 6 or 7? He's still throwing on 7. I don't know why opponent didn't throw on 4. I mean, they shielded regardless, so yeah, I'm like, if they don't throw, you just throw even on bad timing, so you can get them to shield this. This is kind of a icy win, but again, Drifblim is a core breaker to this team. Not that bad of a core breaker, but it's still like you don't want to struggle versus this Pokemon. Shielding one time is fine here, but I don't like double shielding because this is some nice farm down for the Sableye. So if they Shadow Ball, Sableye is gonna have a feast on this Drifblim. Okay, opponent. Oh, this is bad by the opponent. Opponent should have Shadow Balled. He swapped into his Sableye. Sableye can beat G-Fisk in the 1 shield, by the way. It's not that bad of a matchup. And for the G-Fisk, but Sableye slightly wins, especially with that energy lead that he has. A Drifblim with this usually have a Medicham in the back. So let's see what they have in the back. Could be Drifblim, also could be a Sableye. Usually... Oh, the Poison. Yeah, I think that the main team that was... he tried to throw in CMP, like, just to force the opponent throw. Opponent didn't throw. Oh, it's this thing? This thing is actually Code Breaker if they have a Wild Charge. Okay, that was a very well played. Like, what he did is, he went to the Swampert, so the opponent doesn't Wild Charge, and kill the Skarmory. I don't think they have it. Oh, they had it? What the heck? Okay. Yeah, this game is GG now, because technically... I mean, he died to one counter, but he can just EQ it. Yeah, EQ is the way to go. If you throw Hydro, Hydro is the loose con. Why are we reviewing Swamp Skarm? It's a solid team right now, Swampy, because the team was kind of a bad team last season. The best way to play Azu is to EQ and then to go to Skarm. Let's see how you play it. Azu swap in, you go EQ, and then you go Skarm. If they no shield, since they shielded, you have to EQ again. I don't like shielding here, but shielding here is good if they play rough. But if they throw Ice Beam, it's better to no shield. But it's not the end of the world, because this EQ is going to do some decent damage. Now he can go to Skarm. Again, this team used to be like a solid team back in Season 2, 3. And then it became bad last season because of WALREIN. WALREIN technically destroyed all of the 3 Pokemons that he has. But there is no WALREIN now, right? Right, Swampy? Did I answer the question? Okay, they Psycho Boosted, and here's the WALREIN. Speaking of the Witch. Baiting here is risky. But, you know, they have 2 shields. Yeah, that's why I said baiting here is risky. Because when opponent has 2 shields, you need to bait. But it's very bad if they call the bait. So you figure it out. What do you need? Do you want to bait or do you want to nuke? Rank 1 Deoxys defense? Skarmory now beats WALREIN and beats the Shadow WALREIN. Why did he throw in Good Time on Deny? Because if he do one more, they will get to the move, which he doesn't want them to do. What the heck is this team? Alolan Sandslash? Is this Sandslash or Sandshrew? Oh, Sandslash. I mean, he banked the Hydro. So this Hydro can put like this thing in if they no shield and foul play range. But they did shield. I don't want to shield here. I mean, but it doesn't matter because one shield is one shield. He has to shield the first one or the second one. This team hates Altaria. Yeah, opponent just going all in against Altaria, right? Oh, nice. That was a nice farm down, by the way. He lives an Ice Punch. It doesn't do that much damage. And a foul play, I think one Shadow Claw after is enough. Or 2 much shots. Well played. Yeah, that was actually well played. Okay, this is the worst lead for the Swampert. Opponent didn't swap in because opponent... I don't know what that was that. Like, if you want to farm down, try to chip the Sableye because now Sableye can beat this Stunfisk. And if Sableye can flip the Stunfisk, you can align the Skarmory versus the Altaria. But they might have a Trevenant in the back. If they have a Trevenant, this game is GG. If they have Registeel, another Steel, or a Fighter, Swampert might win you the game. So let's see. EQ. I mean, opponent is able to only get to one move and insta throwing as well. I don't like throwing anytime soon as a Skarmory. Wholesome is also doing the same. He's over farming. He's expecting... Okay, now the game is going to come to baiting and nuking. So let's see. If they shield his EQ, it's a GG. If they call it, he might win. Okay, they decided to call it. Now he can just go straight Hydro Cannon because he has a Brave Bird, and technically any damage is just going to put this Altaria in a Sky Attack or a Brave Bird range. And Altaria doesn't kill Skarmory. It has to be like a Dragon Breath plus 2 charge moves. And this game is GG right now. Well played, Wholesome. I mean, opponent did some questionable stuff, like not throwing on Sableye, bringing in Stunfisk into a loaded Sableye. And he revealed his elo here at 23-24. That's like 150 MMR above the MMR I calibrated. And these battles like 8 days ago, technically. And it will be posted 2 days from now. So technically, whenever it's live, it's 9 days ago. So you could imagine how high his elo was and how good are his opponents. Sableye can win the 0 with 1 HP if they have anything that's not rank 1 or 2 Altaria, as long as you land the return. But they shield the return, so this is kind of tough. I mean, he got 2 shields. That's good enough. Let's see. I mean, this is supposed to be a good matchup for Skarmory, but it's not a good matchup for Skarmory. Like, you win it with just slight health. Just because Skarmory has Air Slash, and it's a bad move. Mod check, opponent has a Toxicroak, and didn't save any shield for Toxicroak. Well played, opponent. 2 Hydro is pretty much KO. So if they throw a Psychic, he can Sky Attack. Wait, he has a shield. Never mind. This game is GG, even if they have a Psychic. Yeah, this game is GG. Well played, Wholesome. By the way, I think this is the first time Wholesome playing Sableye. Yeah, again, Sableye swap in, you chip, and then you go to your own Sableye, and you should get to a move before they get to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you insta-throw the move here. You can no shield. It's actually not that bad. He did 1 because they needed 2 to get to the move. And he guaranteed winning the swap with a fairly healthy Sableye, since they don't have a fast move Pokemon that can farm it down. Opponent threw 1 short before he gets to the move. He would take it. This game is kind of going to be GG now from now on. And that was an RPS game, but still well played. Medi. This is a very iffy matchup because Medi outbulk the Swampert. Swampert used to win this matchup as long as Swampert can sneak a mud shot every time they throw and deny them every time he throw. But it doesn't happen anymore. I mean, if I swap out, I would go swap in SKARM instead, just because I know there is always an A9 with Medi. I mean, it's not always, but the high MMR team is A9, Medi, Licky, which was, I think, popularized by Scafo from EU Emperor, and then Inadequance stole the team and put it on his YouTube and called it his team, Copium. Make sure to check that video. I think he explained it well. And it's kind of the best team if you want to run Medi Licky core. Yeah, it's Licky in the back. So Skarmory is actually a good core breaker to this team, technically, because none of the Pokemon straight beat Skarmory. And his Skarmory was able to grab him some advantage that the Swampert will abuse later in the game. Like, having a shield is definitely too good here for him. And this Swampert is so far going to kill every Pokemon in this team. I would EQ there, by the way. I would EQ the first one. Yeah, GG Wholesome. Oh, this is a bad lead. What? Opponent! Opponent, if you have a Trev in the lead, you need a hard answer to Sableye. And Tentacruel is not even an answer. Or something that could beat Sableye. Sableye could beat the Tentacruel even if he didn't shield. You have to go for the return here because a foul play doesn't KO. Is this baby hero? Yo, Wholesome! Welcome in. Sorry, Wholesome. I recorded the video 3 days ago and I somehow deleted the battle, so I have to do it again. Okay, Wholesome in chat. You see like his name in chat? Just copy that name and type twitch.tv/ beside that name in the blue, Wholesome _ and you get his Twitch channel. He called the bait. Big call. Yeah, he trusts his IV, okay? Those home spawn IV Pokemon are like pretty OP. Wholesome, was this Swampert also a home spawn? Yeah, going straight for the full farm down is the way to go. Throwing is going to give the opponent one more Shadow Claw for no reason, and he doesn't need it. He realized that. He's playing this team like he's been playing this team for years. By the way, this is like literally his 3rd set using this team. Azu, very tricky Pokemon, especially if you lag like that. especially if you lag. I wouldn't shield the ice beam. Okay, we don't criticize Wholesome for not shielding the ice beam here, because he's playing. Okay, let me roast him a bit. He's playing Swampert the same way he plays Shadow Machamp. He protect the Swampert the same way he protect his Shadow Machamp. But that's not the way to go with the Swampert. With this team, you protect Sableye. But it's been doing well for him, like 5-0 then 3-1. Where is our purified Swampert with return? He will make one soon for the Twitch picks. Skarmory matchup. Both Skarmory lose this matchup, okay? And their trainer lose their mind playing this matchup as well. Because, like, see? He just doesn't want to play it. He's like, get me out. I don't want to play this mirror. Skytack doesn't KO, but a Brave Bird will KO. But if you're counting... I mean, I would take that. I mean, I think Sableye is about to have a feast. Okay, no, never mind. He needs to catch. He needs a catch. 4 + 2 or 3. Okay, he called the bait. He should do mid fast move, I think. I mean, the video is 1.x. Yo, why do he need... he doesn't need to call a bait. He just needs to farm down, I think. That's why you save the Brave Bird, chat. That's why you save it. Okay, now both will faint at the same time. That was a calculated debuff, okay? He didn't give them up any energy. That was a calculated debuff. Well played. 2371, 9 days ago, by the way. Now, pretty much he's at the veteran rank. Expert. Did you hit expert, Wholesome? Okay, thank you so much for sending me these battles. Make sure to check his live stream as twitch.tv wholesome and twitch.tv/wholesome _ no W, okay? Wholesome without W and follow it by _. And he stream every day 5 p.m. Central Time on his Twitch live stream. He doesn't stream on the weekend. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Wholesome, I know you're not subbed to this channel, okay? And see you in the next video. Peace.